going on, everybody? We are on the fourth installment of our meditation series, and today we're going to be talking about weathering the storm. Now, in the previous episode, we were preparing for the storm. We were putting on our armor, getting our defenses fortified, building our walls around us, so that we may stay protected as this storm approaches. Now, for the breath cadence of today, we're going to be focusing on a 2-2-2 breath, which is the number of protection. So these protection breaths are designed to refortify your defenses spiritually and help you weather the storm of life that will be coming through. So let's start off. You want to inhale for 2 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, and then exhale for 2 seconds. Let's do 3 protection breaths together, and then we'll get right into it. First, inhale, hold, exhale. That's 1. Inhale, hold, exhale. That's 2. Inhale, hold, exhale. That's 3. When you weather the storm, you're not really doing anything to stop it because there's nothing you can do to stop the storm. So imagine all the issues in your life that are coming down on you that you have no control over. It could be upcoming bills, it could be relationship issues, it could be problems at work, family issues, things you just have no control of and cannot fix on your own. These are all storms. Now, in a storm, usually you're told to take cover because they're unpredictable. So you're told just to take cover because there's no way to stop it. Now, in the previous series, we talked about preparing for the storm and building the walls and covering yourself and fortifying your armor. Because some storms in life, although they cannot be predicted, they can be anticipated. And the difference between the two is a prediction is saying that a storm will come at this certain point, while anticipating is not knowing the exact time of a storm, but just being ready for it anyway. Let's do 3 more protection breaths. Inhale for 2, hold, exhale for 2. Inhale for 2, hold, exhale for 2. Inhale for 2, hold, exhale for 2. So now that you know you cannot stop a storm, this is how we weather. As you're in that seated position, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest up, put your hands on your quads. Think about every single storm that is approaching. Financial debt, family issues, relationship issues, work issues. And I want you to do, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Tighten your abs. And imagine a storm hitting your defenses. And as it hits the walls around you, you hear the thunder crashing. It's violent. It's shaking the ground underneath you. But keep this position. Stay fortified. Let that storm do as much damage as it can. Let it try to get to you. And know that your protection, your walls around you are stopping it from getting to you. As the process of the ground shaking under you it starts to shake up your body, it starts to shake up your mind. Don't release this position. Keep them shoulder blades squeezed, those abs squeezed. Lift that chest up. Flex your arms a bit, because this is a battle. And a battle is spiritual. Take 3 protection breaths. In for 2. Hold. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 2. Hold. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 2. Hold. Exhale for 2. As you continue to weather the storm, you hear all the commotion around you, all of the noise, the heavy rain, the crack of thunder, the ground shaking. Your walls may even start to crack around you, but you stay fortified. You know the storm will pass. And this is similar to being in issues that come up in your life. If you're going through family problems, you know that there will be arguments, there'll be fights, there'll be times where you don't speak to each other, but those times will pass. The relationship issues, you and your spouse may not get along, you may not see eye to eye on everything, but you took a vow to be with each other, so those times will pass. In your workplace, yes, you may not hit your budget, you may not meet your quota, but know that every business works in quarters, and what may be bad in one quarter may not have any effect for the next quarter. So keep those shoulder blades squeezed, the chest lifted, abs tight, eyes closed, defenses fortified as you weather that storm. Take 3 more protection breaths. In for 2. Hold. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 2. Hold. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 2. Hold. Exhale for 2. As you let the storm go violently around you, it starts to fade. You hear the rain starting to lighten up. The crackle of thunder is not as loud anymore. The ground stops shaking. You hear the small rumblings of the thunder as it goes off into the distance. The storm has passed. You have successfully weathered the storm. And at this moment now you can bask in the victory that you've just achieved. And if you're wondering what this victory is, it's the process of being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, or that calmness after the storm, being able to see that even though you're going through a storm. So think about the storms you're in right now and how you're weathering those storms. If you can see the calmness at the end, you have a family issue, you can see you and that family member hugging and locking arms, then there's always going to be an end to that storm. If you have relationship issues and you can see that time where you and your spouse are at your best, the highest level of love in your life, then you can see the calmness at the end of that storm. And if you're at work and you've had days where you felt like the best employee ever, quarters where you were getting recognized for exceptional work, then you can see the calmness at the end of that storm. And now all you have to do is weather it. So if you got to go into a storm today, remember, take a little bit of time, take 3 protection breaths, squeeze your shoulder blades, squeeze your abs together, and weather that storm, because there's going to be some calmness right afterwards. We're going to take 3 more protection breaths together. In for 2. Hold. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 2. Hold. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 2. Hold. Exhale for 2. You have successfully weathered the storm. Thank you for your time today. I appreciate you. And before we go, we're going to do one last breath. 8 seconds in, 8 seconds out, symbolizing the number of new beginnings. Inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'll see you guys next time.